getting away. Just running out to pick up some dinner from Big Shot Bob's House of Wings. If you're in the Pittsburgh area or West Virginia, you may know about Big Shot Bob's, and let me tell you, these are some delicious ass wings. I just wanted to take a minute, based on some comments and questions I've seen in the chat, not the chat, the videos. I just wanted to put this out there. Take the things I'm showing you at face value. Take them for what they are. Keep in mind, if I'm showing you comps, I'm typically searching by highest sold. I don't always talk about listed versus sold, which is a very important aspect to any item. I hope if you're a seasoned reseller, you know that. But if you're newer, make sure you're always looking at listed versus sold. You don't want to pick up an item just because you see 12 sold, but there's 200 listed. So I'm not showing you the whole story. I'm laying the groundwork. I'm opening your eyes to the potential of some items that sell that you may not be aware of. You still have to do the due diligence on your item. You have to don't buy a bunch of salt and pepper shakers, and then when they don't sell, come back and be like, Kevin, I bought all these salt and pepper shakers. I bought all these VHS tapes. I didn't sell any of them. I'm getting you halfway there. Like, you got to finish the race yourself. So I hope I'm not coming off like a jerk, but I don't want to be the one to blame because you're spending money on items that you see me selling or that I talk about and then you're not selling them. You gotta do your own research. You gotta look at your item and determine whether it's a smart buy or not. Let's go eat these wings. They're still sizzling. Look at that. There's your cash grab. There's your Cool Runnings, Caribbean Jerk and Ranch. The Eye of the Tiger. That's their house sauce with some ranch. These are the best. So somebody had asked what my my photo setup is like, and I'm embarrassed to say it's pretty ghetto. Do I have a fancy cube? No. Do I have some box lights, a ring light? No, I don't. I literally take all of my photos. If they're not done outside like you've seen in other videos, I have 2 pieces of foam board taped together on my kitchen table. And this is how I take all my photos. Some fluorescent lighting in my ceiling. That's how we do the photos here. So yeah, ultra ghetto setup, but it works. I mean, they're serviceable. I've never had any complaints about bad pictures. I think that looks fine. What do you think, Linus? How's that look? Do you like it? You want to steal my speaker?
I just remember a while back I picked up one of those, I like to call them clam chairs.
Just watching Taco Stacks pick through some garbage. Doesn't ever seem to sell any of that garbage, but he sure likes to pick it up. But we love you anyway, Taco Stacks. Pile that garbage up. Some people have asked me about my shipping. My shipping is nothing special at all. You may be shocked, you may be appalled to know that I am still using the dreaded inkjet printer. I'm not a high volume seller. If I was a Lonnie, if this was full time and I was selling 25 packages a day, I'd probably get a Dymo. If you're only selling 4 to 10 packages a week, my opinion, an inkjet printer is just fine. The one thing I will recommend is make sure, let's not show that. That's got addresses on it. Make sure you're not using paper. Spend a couple bucks and get these sticky labels. They're 2-sided sticky labels. That shadow's terrible. This will save you so much time and effort. They're like 10 bucks for 200 and you actually get like 400 because there's 2 to a page. That's the only fancy thing I have going on. Like I said, otherwise it's an inkjet printer hooked up to my laptop. I scribble down all my stuff, come down here, and I bulk print everything. I got this LL Bean military sweater going out today, and our buddy Lonnie over at Garage Flips can't believe that there's still people not using a tape gun, that we're just using a roll of tape. So, this one's for you, Lonnie. Got my box. Got my roll of tape with a folded edge. No tape gun necessary. Tape that down. Bam. Not even using a box cutter. Pocket knife. Loop. And if you can see, once I'm done with the tape, as I'm setting it down, just doing a little thumb pinch. Give it a little crease so I can find it again. Give me some paper. Stuff that paper in. Put a little flat over the top. The customer doesn't cut into their sweater because this box is a little tight. Here we go. Ready? Flat. Man. 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 Done. We need a tape gun. You don't need a tape gun. And then also, just for fun, going along with everything else ghetto that I've got going on here, you don't need a fancy scale either. This is a Walmart kitchen scale that I picked up. I think it was like $19. Has a 30-pound capacity. If I have something that weighs more than 30 pounds, I guess I'm out of luck. Luckily, I haven't come into that problem yet. Super simple. If I don't have the ability to fit it on the scale itself, I have an expended roll of tape. I know this weighs 1.1 ounce. Turn it on. Put my tape on. Tear it out. Goes back to 0. Put the box on my tape. 2 pounds 11 ounces. Now some of you might go 2 pounds 12 ounces. I won't. I always round down. My theory is if I can get away with it, awesome. If I don't get away with it, post office is just going to bill me on my PayPal. So why not try to shoot for 2 pounds 11 ounces instead of 2 pounds 12 ounces? By no means am I saying you should do that. Do what you feel comfortable with. That's how I do it. Always round down. Down. We got 5 packages going out. I guess I probably could have showed you me packing these up. But you guys know how to pack a box, right? Especially some squares. If I had packed something unusual, maybe I would have shown that, but if you can't pack a square, I can't help you. Pretty good sales though. This is all in 12 hours. Today was a great day. Still have 2 items waiting for payment as well. So Monday turned out to be a pretty good day. It's like when you're productive and you actually list things, people buy them. Who knew? Going along with what I had said about taking the things I say at face value and complete transparency, let's take a look at something. It's pretty embarrassing and I don't really want to show you guys this, but I'm going to. If you are a subscriber to Lot of Josh, if not, I'll put that link in the description. Go give Josh a look. I think you'll like what he's doing. He's got a pretty good channel going. He's almost to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, he's been touted lately by other resellers on YouTube about his organization. His organization is on point. He knows where everything is. His boxes are neatly stacked, and he's got his shit together. I, however, do not have my shit together. Let's pan around the garage. Now, keep in mind, this is the Northeast, Pennsylvania. Through the winter, it's been pretty cold, and I don't have heat in my garage. So things just kind of get thrown out here, and that's that. So let's get embarrassed real quick here. I've got just boxes and packing material everywhere. Look at this. I'm not organized. Do like Josh. Don't do like me. That's just a little glimpse into my low-tech shipping, printing, photography, and packing. You don't have to be fancy to be a reseller. I'm certainly not fancy. I wanted to show that because people have had some questions, and I thought I'd give you a little glimpse into how I'm dealing with things. I'm so sorry that you had to see that garage. I swear it's gonna get cleaned soon. As soon as that weather breaks, I get a couple 50-degree days, and I'll show you what it looks like once I actually have it organized again and get some of that local sale stuff listed. But anyhow, let's look at some bolos and we'll wrap this up. Talk about a few things I picked up today. Stopped at 2 thrift stores. So Salvation Army Family Store. Found this Stife Mumble Rabbit. I don't know a whole lot about Stife. I know they can be very expensive. The older ones, especially that are made of the mohair. I don't know if like the current ones are still made of mohair, because honestly, I don't even know what mohair is. But I know from years of going to the flea market, anytime you see these Stife animals, they're usually priced up pretty high. And they vary. Some of them look like your basic stuffed animal, cute and fuzzy. Some of them almost look like taxidermy. Like this one, I mean, at a quick glance, you could almost think that's a real hair. But that was $3.99. Looks like it's in great shape. And it's no like smells to it or anything. Like even the tag is in pretty good condition. So if you see that tag, this tag is pretty standard. This yellow tag with the button, the silver button. If you see that on a stuffed animal, you should probably give it a second look, especially if it's priced pretty cheap, because some of these can bring hundreds of dollars. Like the older, like World War II era ones can bring you hundreds of dollars. This one, I'm not sure. I'm gonna look around a little bit more. One of them just sold, I think this month, for $38 on an auction, and there's one listed for $99 with no watchers. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna do a little more research outside of eBay and see what else I can find out about this rabbit. I think getting close to Easter, it's gonna be a good seller, and I'm hoping that I can get upwards of 50 bucks for it. That's where I'd be happy, 50 bucks, but I'd love to get more. So we'll see what the internet has to say about that guy. Picked these up at Goodwill. They were $2.99 a piece. They're from, where is it? They're from 2000. Doughboy stuff. Pillsbury Doughboy stuff is always collectible. There's a good market for that stuff. All 3 of these are brand new and packaged, so new old stock. The Bake Off cooking contest. They still have their old clearance prices. I think they came from Boscov's. You guys probably don't have Boscov's in your area. I think it's like a Western Pennsylvania chain of stores. One of these sold new in the package for $29, and there's some listed loose and used for $19. I'm gonna put mine up for $50. I'm gonna try to get $50 a piece for these. Figure at $9 and change, 10 because I rounded up because it was pretty close to an even dollar, so I just rounded up with Goodwill. So for 10 bucks, if I can get $50 a piece for these, that's going to be pretty great. We'll put that aside. We'll talk about that in a second. This was nothing great. Just, you know, a couple of Garfield books. I've talked about the old cartoon books and stuff. I have about 8 or 9 in the garage right now. 50 cents a piece. Picked up 3 more. So, like I've said before, usually if I can get 10 or 15 of them and throw them up, you can usually get, you know, 30, 40 bucks for them. And then this, the puppy shirt. This was just a stupid purchase. You know, this is the downside of being a reseller sometimes. You see things like this and you can't not buy it. Like I couldn't just leave the puppy shirt there. I didn't buy this to resell. I think I paid $1.99 for that. I didn't buy this to resell. This is gonna go out in the garage into my collection of nonsense, because I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, and I have all the DVDs, but I didn't get the box set, so I don't have the puffy shirt. Funny enough, I could resell this at $1.99. It looks like I could probably make $10 to $15 on this, or sell it for $10 to $15 at the very least. But the puffy shirt, it's gonna go into the collection because I do want to be a pirate. And yeah, so that's what I bought today. So hopefully that's Stife, hopefully that's a home run. And I feel like I'm definitely gonna profit on these. I don't know if I'll get $50 a piece for them, but they're definitely gonna sell. I don't have any question on that. I want to talk about this. Us resellers, we all talk about our death pile. I don't even remember buying this. I vaguely do, but I don't remember when I bought it. This has been sitting in my basement for at least 6 months in a box. I was poking around down there today looking for something that I sold, and I saw this. And it was in a box with a bunch of plastic, like, crappy Transformers from like 2011. But I picked this one up, and you could tell it's the old metal, good quality Transformers from back in the day. And sure enough, oh Jesus, I hope I didn't just break it. This is a Bandai Generation 1 Transformer, 1984. This thing is in like immaculate shape. Jetfire? Skyfire? I looked it up a minute ago before I started filming this. The ones that have sold for like $50 to $70, they have significant paint loss, no stickers, they're all yellowed. Like, this thing is in great shape. Still has all its stickers and everything, still even has like its little Autobot rub-on sticker. The metal's not that corroded, like there's no rust on it or anything. Don't have the gun, unfortunately. He comes with a gun, and it looks like he actually comes with some accessory parts that clip onto him. But yeah, this has been sitting in my basement for months. I paid $2 for it, and it looks like I can get anywhere from $70 to $100 for this. The only problem is, even as a kid, and I'm sure it's translated into being an adult, I was terrible at transforming Transformers. If I made them into robots, I could never get them back into their vehicle, and vice versa. Once they were untransformed, I could never get them back. So I'm terrified to even try to transform this guy into his robot self. Maybe there's a tutorial I can watch on YouTube. So I gotta go through those death piles because I've had a $50 bill sitting in the basement for God knows how long. But yeah, that's pretty cool. He's in really good shape. Doesn't look like a kid had much fun with him then. So that's it. Just a few things. I can't not buy things. I have a problem. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll end it with this. I was getting ready to go to the post office this afternoon with all the packages you saw earlier, and I had a ka-ching. And it turns out it was my first viewer sale. So thank you, Denise, for your purchase. I hope you like the videos. I hope you like your jacket. It's on its way. This nice Levi Red Tab denim jacket has plenty of life left. I don't think the previous owner ever even wore it, to be honest. So thank you again to Denise for your purchase. I hope you love the jacket. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.